Hello everybody and welcome to this replay. This is another game. It's of the two same players. I do believe this is best of three, but I've just chosen to cast these two games. I do believe that the third game that I didn't choose to cast actually sucked, so nobody's gonna hold that against me, hopefully. Anyway, the game is from WC3 replays.net, something like that, the Chinese website. It is amazing how I never seem to be able to remember that damn name. I'm pretty bad with names. Pretty bad with memory in general. So yeah. Anyway, I'm casting this replay pack for you tonight. Sorry everybody for not casting. I've explained some of my previous replays, had some problems with my connection, so I was really unable to do so. Anyway, let's go and let me just go ahead and devote myself to this game. I'm a bit quiet tonight, primarily because it's like 3 or 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm doing this while I'm doing some other shit on my other computer. Some very wrong things. But in any case, again, we have Warden as a first hero. It's been a while since I've seen some Warden play, and I must say that I approve of this choice. I kind of like it. It's when you go for a Warden first, it's usually an action-packed game, non-stop back and forth. We have immediate scouts, exchanging directions, I suppose. Don't know why would you send a scout this early on, especially on this map, although he is sending a ghoul scout, so he does have the possibility of disrupting this creeping process here. He can fuck with the archer. He opts not to do that. Instead, he tries to cancel him. Well, unlikely. I probably will be able to get a detonation on the whip, although if he had any brain, he would just rotate them on the gold mine and that would be the end of it. Instead, he sends them to build moonwells, and these whips are still taking a beating, but Warden is out. I imagine Shadow Strike will be first. Can't imagine why isn't he using it straight away. There we go. And this ghoul seems to be pretty much done for. He just sacrificed the ghoul at the beginning of the game, which is pretty bad. I mean, there's like no need to do that. You just gave him XP, quite a bit of XP actually. This Warden is going to reach level 2 a lot sooner than this Death Knight. I have no idea why he did that, why he sacrificed that ghoul, so he didn't really get any super important information aside from the fact that the first hero was Warden. I mean, you could have seen that anyway by just harassing with your DK, which you were gonna do anyway. And we have a mass ghoul. This is gonna be a lot of ghouls, no graveyard at all, and a straight direction to tier 2 tech. Death Knight exchanging damage with that Warden, but he's really no match for her, especially not with that Shadow Strike. She's after that level 3 now. When she reaches that level 3, if the DK is still level 1, he's really gonna get screwed. He's not gonna be able to do shit. And I mean, what can he do in the space really? Like nothing. Perhaps harass a Wisp or 2, that's about it. Utilizing his death ghoul, bringing the skeletons back. Very nice move. Very nice move. I wonder did he actually plan that from the beginning? Can't imagine that he did. Warden, she does not want to come back. She seems to be determined to go to his base and perhaps score an acolyte kill or 2. But I can't imagine that these moonwells will function for long. This whip, perhaps it should have detonated or something of a kind, destroying his mana and destroying those 2 skeletons immediately. But this DK is gonna have a hard time with 3 archers continuously hitting him. I mean, he is eventually going to run out of resources, out of health, I suppose. But this Warden, it's doing nothing. There are a shitload of ghouls, for fuck's sake. Look at just how many of them there are. It's like 5, 7 ghouls. And I'm afraid that Warden level 2 is not a match for them. But she can Shadow Strike one to death. That would be nice. She doesn't seem to want to do that. Death Knight pulled away from the main base. I suppose that's the reason why not, because she knows that ghoul is going to come pretty soon, killing that pig. And we're gonna have some skeletons. Yes, no, maybe, no. It doesn't want to summon them, summons them now. More timing on the creeping. That Warden climbing to level 3, but is very, very far away from it. She really needs this creep camp if she wants to get there. Sometimes the idle players place 2 Ancients of War. I don't think that we shall see this in this. I don't think that we shall see that in this game. But oh damn, these ghouls are so good at this creeping, especially when they're in such large numbers. I've seen Lucifer a couple of times go with a Dreadlord first and then that aura, and oh god, those were really fast-paced games. He did manage to win some of them. Actually, I think he managed to win all the games when he won Dreadlord first, but I'm not sure. It's been a while. That Knight finally reaching level 2, but these ghouls are about to take a beating, and I'm afraid that ghoul is just not gonna cut it. Surround and the Warden will be pointless because of that blink. I mean, I hope to god that he took blink, because if he didn't, that would be really stupid. That Knight has mana for 2 more death coils. Well, not exactly, but his mana regen is practical. Yeah, it's gonna. Oh, the ghoul. He's a done deal. One more tick and he goes down. They lost really a lot of ghouls in this game. A lot more than the Night Elf player has lost the archers. I mean, he might lose 1 archer and that's it. This Warden should not be just standing there for no particular reason. I mean, she should be moving and at least scoring kills on these ghouls or something of a kind. That would be way better than just stick around and just stay there in stealth. And these archers are now starting to take a beating. They're retreating towards the base. Plenty of moonwells here. If he chooses to, he can I wouldn't say waste them, but he can pretty much dry them on those archers and deny XP to that DK, but DK wisely choosing not to pursue him into his base. Fairly good exchange on both sides. That DK is about to take a beating. Doesn't use a Shadow Strike. I can't imagine why. I mean, she still has 2 moonwells and a shop, so she's pretty much free to dish them out as much as she wants. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't put it on that DK. I mean, even if he's not gonna go down, who cares? You're still doing a significant amount of damage, and just why not, pretty much. Cleaning up this creep camp, he wants that level 3. I'm not sure. Wow, this DK actually not doing any creep jack, but he doesn't have enough mana for a death coil. I suppose that's the problem. Lich coming in second, and this is going to become problematic. There are lots of ghouls. Lores are on the way, but will they be there in time? I do believe that they will. The undead army is still far away. Bestiary is here, and Lich opting to creep. Warden now level 3, and that DK will start taking a beating shortly. Should really clear this out. I mean, definitely has enough. Would take a beating. That Warden would take a beating, but I mean, he would get really close to that level 4 that he so wants to, because that's the way to level 5. Stating the obvious. I love it how on Facebook when I ask questions about quite literally obvious things, and somebody actually explains it to me. Anyway, cleaning up this creep camp. Ooh, this is gonna give a shitload of XP to this Warden. Plus, if he manages to stack up some kills on these acolytes, but doesn't look like it. He did manage to kill one. Second one will go down for sure, and he's just gonna staff 50 TP out of there. Very nice, very nice. Is creeping down. Warden. Oh shit! She's more than halfway to level 4 now, and I do believe that she's gonna go for this creep camp now. Clear it out. And no, she does not want to do that. Just stacking up on mana. I imagine when she's full on mana, she's just gonna use a moonwall to heal up. This DK level 3, he got there pretty damn fast, I would say. The Lich, where is the Lich? Lich is still in the base, sitting, doing nothing. Level 1, he should be the one really creeping. Level 3 DK is enough. Now you need a level 3 Lich, and you're good to go. You have enough to counter that Warden. If you don't, she's just gonna rape you out in the field. Bear is now coming in, but we are at Tree of Eternity, so tier 3 tech here. Destro upgrades are on the way, but not quite there yet. What does he plan to do with this Warden next? I am quite curious, and I do enjoy this. I do enjoy his choice of heroes, just because once you click on that Warden, once that becomes your first hero, I mean, once you see it, you know it's basically a promise that it will be a fast-paced game, that there will be a lot of action back and forth, because that's pretty much what you gotta do. Otherwise, you're gonna pretty much lose the game. We're gonna have a clash here. This Ancient to 4 looks like it's gonna get it. Warden wants that level 4, but not gonna be able to get it. This Ancient to 4 is going down. I mean, he should really make him pay for it. There was no need for him to retreat so fast. Perhaps these bears are master trained, and he does not have destroyers. He should have engaged. And plus he has the Staff of Preservation. There was no reason for him not to engage. And plus the undead is retreating and now he's stealing creeps. Warden, sure, she's level 4, but the bottom creep camp has been stolen. He still has a chance to repay him in kind. As his creep camp, the undead creep camp on the bottom side of the map, still remains uncrapped, and we will see what the Warden does next. Will she manage to be of use? I mean, this rejuvenation is just gonna be eaten on her. This creep camp still alive? No, we have just one more creep. No, there's still somebody here left. But engaging with the main army here, bears now master trained. Oh, very nice fan of knives. I wonder was that level 2 fan of knives? It certainly looks like it. Doesn't seem like he took blink, which can be a pretty bad, which can actually be a detrimental thing. These ghouls are losing it. He's losing ghouls. The ghouls are not losing it. The ghouls are sane. He just lost the bear. Archer going down as well. Lost a couple of ghouls. That fan of knives really did a good job here. No surround, so no need for a blink. The Lich is now taking a beating. I mean, there's an orb of poison on this Warden for us. There's Archer, all those range units. If only he had boots of speed, this would have been a forced engagement, and he would need to DP out of there. But no, he does not have boots of speed. Not for the moment, anyway. He really should. The Warden is his only hero. See no reason why he should not take it. Apparently this creep, no, actually the wizard still remains. The item creep is still there. What will the drop be? This will give us enough amount of XP. Just look at how far that bar jumped. And then he drops boots of speed. Very nice. So saves him a lot of money there. Looks like they're both preparing for an engagement. The ghoul's taking a beating. I mean, he could take him down if he is not careful, and looks like that's exactly what will happen, but trades it immediately no, he doesn't actually trade it for an archer. He wants to trade it for that bear, and that is exactly what has happened. Traded a ghoul for a bear. Not a very favorable trade at all. Yet another bear being victim of this Coil Nova combo, being staffed out. But hey, you only got one staff. What are you gonna do when you run out of it? Fiend going down, Fiend being exchanged for a bear. Yet another bad exchange, but DK's health has deteriorated. That Warden has taken its toll, and she's now level 5. Damn, she's climbing on those levels. She's really gaining this XP really fast, and this destroyer gets left behind. Big mistake there. That's gonna give a shitload of experience, as you just saw, to that Warden. What is the circulative ability being left behind to charge up that Warden? She's still 100 mana, just a bit more, just over 100 mana short of being maxed out, but there's a clarity potion on her. She just used it. I mean, at this point of time, her best bet is just to go into the undead base and start the harassment process. Creeping this red creep camp strangely, tri-hero combination, and this will become really difficult for this Warden to handle. I mean, you have a tri-hero combo, but fortunately it is a small map, and you have a limited amount of creeps, and there are no red creep camps, so no bigger boosts in terms of XP.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, this Fiend actually could go down to the combination of Fan of Knives and a Shadow Strike, but he uses a Shadow Strike. He uses a Death Coil on that on the Warden, strangely, and god fucking damn it, that Knight goes down to the Fan of Knives. Holy shit, I never really thought that Knight would actually go down there. Did he have a DP on him? I have no idea. I didn't even click on him. I seriously did not expect him to go down. I don't think that even he thought that he would go down. That was just a ridiculous thing. I do believe that was more of a misplay on the part of our undead player than anything else. But those long-range Fan of Knives, they managed to catch up to that DK and kill him there. And then that Warden is now level 6. And, I mean, you don't have a big mass. What do you have? You have 2 Destros, a Fiend. That's your army, and 3 heroes. You don't actually have a 3rd hero. And you are facing that Warden with bears and with Avatar of Vengeance. And when she fights in your base, the graveyard is your enemy. There is a Spirit Tower. What the fuck? He actually has a Temple of the Damned. Oh, the Banshees. Good choice, good choice. he's gonna be able to protect. He's gonna be able to use that magic shell and do a lot of protecting on his units. This avatar should really start focusing these acolytes. Okay, so ghouls. Maybe that's not a bad choice either. There's an engagement down here. I neglected to see that, and the lich goes down. As the lich goes down, the story pretty much ends there. Not much that he could have done there, really. After the loss of that night, it was pretty much over. Perhaps you should have taverned him out or something of a kind, but you can see just one mistake at a crucial time in the game, and you're pretty much lost. Here's the overview. Look at the hero levels, resources, etc. I bid you farewell. This is Chronic Lack of Care, signing out.